Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is day 13th, right? 12th? 13th? Okay, I like day 12 of the Leetcode Daily Challenge. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about this farm, show me your code and all this stuff. Huh, seems like I haven't done this one before. That's very, that's kind of weird, so it's kind of nice to see. Yeah, so same thing today with the drone video. This is a classic drone video, I guess, from a trip I had in 2021, I believe. Uh, so yeah, so let me know in the comments where do you think this is. I'll mention it at the end. I mean, it's not really a, whatever, but maybe just a little bit of a side game. All right. Today's problem is 802, find the eventual safe states. So there's a directed graph of node n going from 0 to n minus 1. The 2D graph sub I is an integer array. Okay, so it's an adjacency list. That's good. A node is a terminal if there's no outgoing edges. A node is a safe node if every possible starting from that node leads to a terminal node or another safe node. What is a non-safe node? Zero goes to 1, goes to 2, and then goes to 5, right? Why is maybe I'm misreading this a little bit. 2 goes to 5. A node is if every possible path. What is the definition of a path? Maybe I misunderstood this. They should define what a path is, maybe. Because I'm actually a little bit confused. Because 0 goes to 2, and 2 is a save node, right? Why is why is 0 not a legitimate thing? 0 goes to 1, 1 goes to 2, and 2 is good, right? 2 goes to 3, 3 goes to... 0 goes to 1, 1 goes to 3, 3 goes to 0, goes to 1, but then... is that maybe why? The 0, 1, 3 cycle? At the way... I mean, what is the definition of a path in that case, right? Because... Alright, to be honest, I'm a little bit confused about the wording. I think I get the idea, but the wording is a little bit, I don't know, just... I would love to be more precise on the wording, but... Because I can't tell if it means that... Like, okay, 2 goes to 5 and 6. Right? But, 0 goes to 1, which is not a safe node, I suppose. So 2 is a safe node, and then, I don't know. It feels very awkward, to be honest. Like, is it a path if it doesn't terminate? As in, like, if you just keep on going in the loop, does that count as a path? I guess so, but I feel like... And I don't think that, you know... I guess a lot of people read this correctly. I mean, I think maybe it's fine. I don't think they're hiding it, but they could have just been more precise. Okay, So, looking at the constraints, Oh, okay. I was gonna say the number of edges seems a little bit weird, but I guess if they constrain ye as well, then we should be okay. I'm trying to think whether I can do it backwards right now. You know, you look at the terminal node, which is, you know, and then from terminal node, you're going to try to find stuff whether they're a saved node, right? So that means that, for example, almost like a reverse breadth-first search, and yeah, basically, if that node points, it's almost like topological sort but reversed. Really, right? Because, yeah, I guess topological sort is probably good enough. So let's do that. Yeah. Okay. So, and it's equal to length of graph. I depending on the problem, I like to oops, well, do it correctly anyway. What am I doing? So yeah, for right, if length of graph sub I is equal to 0, means that has no out degree. So then we can append I as a thing, right? So answer right, and we'll just sort it later. I don't think it matters too much. So while length of queue is greater than 0, so that means that everything that we pop off the queue is going to be a safe node, right? So now node is equal to queue.pop left, and then what does that mean? That means that we want to get the node that are pointing into this, and then we minus the 1 degree, right? So, and we don't right now we don't really have a good way of doing it, so we should cache it and just do it. So then maybe we do a reverse graph is equal to collection dot default date of list, and then maybe something like actually we could do for x in graph sub I or sub x append I, right? Is it this way? Yeah. So then now we can look at the reverse graphs, and then basically so now we look at the reverse graphs, and also I want to do another thing. That's why I'm a little bit waiting, but maybe not. Maybe it's fine. Maybe we just do out degrees. Maybe that should be sufficient, right? And then here we just do out degrees sub I is equal to length of graph sub I, maybe. And then, you know, we can just use it immediately. Right. And then now for x in reverse graph of node, so now this is all the parents, or it's not really parent, but you know, the things that are pointing here, then they're out degrees of x subtract by 1, right? And then now if they have no out degrees, then they're safe, so then we can append them to node, or append them to queue rather. And then at the end we return the sorted answer. Apparently I'm missing a bunch of stuff. Oh, I forgot to append to answer. I guess that would be nice. Why would I append 5 sometimes? Oh, whoops. Man, I'm like master of typo today. Yeah, so that's kind of it, maybe. Is this it? Let me double check. I guess so. I mean, I think I used the terminology around the topological sort, and that's the way that I kind of did it. But to be honest, there were a couple of steps jumping from just saying this problem and topological sort. The idea is that what I wanted to do was almost like a recursive thing, because using the terminology they're doing, then basically I'm saying, okay, where am I? Oh, here, when there are no degrees, then it is a terminal node, right? So these are terminal nodes in the beginning. So we append the terminal nodes as we pop them off. And then as we look at the previous edges, Well, we remove an edge if it points to a terminal node, right? For another node. So if the node pointing here, we remove it for every same node. So that means that the only edges that are remaining at the end of all the pointing and the reverse pointing, then will be only the edges that point to non-terminal or non-safe edges, right? So at a certain point, if you remove all the edges, that means that all the edges are pointing at a safe node or a terminal node. So then now this also it's safe, and then you append it. So that's kind of the idea, even though it turned out to be topological sort. You can actually kind of say it another way. So the code is identical, but I think like the mental concept and observations and how you structure it in your mind could have a little bit of variance. Yeah. So that's all I have for today. If you're curious and you're here at the end, the drone video is from Panama. So yeah, in about like an hour away from Panama City, unless I upload the wrong video. So yeah. It's just like a random viewpoint. I don't even know. I mean, it probably has a name, but I don't remember it. So, anyway, that's all I have for today. Let me know what you think. Stay good, stay healthy to good mental health. I'll see y'all later. Take care. Bye bye.